Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. This week we start the week off with a new moon in Gemini, which I've already done a horoscope and tarot reading for, and I'll link it to this video, or you can find it on the home page of the channel, as well as my new and full moon playlist, if you're interested. Libra, this is the first card, whatever this is. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Gratitude. This feels like seeing it, opening your eyes to it. It even looks like an eyeball there, actually. Seeing all of the things in your life that you can be grateful for. I know that that sounds so redundant, and I feel like we repeat it so many times in the spiritual community, but we need it. We need those reminders because we go through every day complaining about the smallest things, don't we? Even the most simple things that you don't think you can be grateful for. Being able to walk, being able to drink on your own, being able to have electricity or the internet, being able to have running water, right? Being able to, I don't know, walk. I already said that. Why did I say that twice? Why did I say that twice? Mobility, I guess. Being able to move around. Just being able to have a friend, have a family member, whatever it is. We can be grateful for so many things every single moment of our day, but we don't. And it's not really all our fault, right? Because we are forced, for some reason, we force ourselves as a society to be in this society. We're forced to work jobs that we hate and pay taxes we don't want to pay. We're forced to do shit that we don't want to do. I don't understand why. Hopefully we'll move into a better existence, but we have to all agree to do that, right? At some point. Being grateful for the little things this week, for the simple things, the simple life. Also, simplifying your life. For some reason, I really need to tell you this. Like, you need to simplify your life. I'm seeing like a hoarder's room, like a house that a hoarder would live in. That's your energy. You're hoarding things. You're carrying things that you don't need to carry. So you need to do some kind of energy cleansing or something, because you're hanging on to a lot of stuff. That's trash. I'm gonna be honest, Libra. It's unnecessary. You don't need it. You're not gonna use it again. It's kind of like all those random screws and nuts and bolts that we keep for years on end in our junk drawer because we think we're gonna need it. We're probably never gonna use it. Okay. All those old clothes from a decade ago, you're probably never gonna wear them again. You can get rid of them. You need to do a clean out. Okay. Why is this coming up with gratitude? Being grateful for that. Okay, I get it. The opportunity to clear out. I'm grateful that I had this, right? I'm grateful that it served its purpose, but now it's time to move on. Now I can let it go. There's no need for me to hold on to it. Okay, I get it. What else for Libra? Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Regret, I think, is one of the tougher. I was just telling Virgo that grief is the toughest emotion. Regret is definitely down there. Regret is a difficult and complex emotion to deal with. Excuse me. So, because regret, there's so much shame with it, right? Regret, we feel so responsible for what we've done. Because this feels like self-regret. Like you regret something that you did, or you regret a situation that you put yourself in. Knowing that you can't change that is the first step. It happened. That is it. You cannot change that. There's no going back in time. So accepting that really is the first step. And I know that sometimes we say, no, I did accept it. I accepted it. But we didn't, because if we accepted it, then we wouldn't keep bringing it up, right? We wouldn't keep bringing it up in the way that we bring it up, which is in a negative way. If we accept that we did it, then we're starting the process of moving through the regret. So being grateful, okay, that makes sense also together. Being grateful that you went through it, right? I know that can be really triggering to feel like that or to say that, but being grateful that you experienced it and that you learned, right? and then being able to move on. What opportunity did it present? What opportunity did it give you? Especially to learn, right? What learning opportunity did it present? Everything is a lesson. Every freaking thing that we go through is a lesson, a soul lesson, not just a small one. Like it's an opportunity for us to grow and mature and expand as a soul. Every single thing. So why regret it? Why regret it? Trust me, I get it. Regret is my biggest lesson next to patience. Gratitude for Libra, please. I almost wanted to say Leo, which is interesting. Desert. What is this one? Because it kind of came up with it. Earth and home. Earth and home. Oh, okay, hold on. I got to talk about that too. Solitariness and desert. I'm going to be honest. When this flipped out first, the first time I was looking through this deck when I got it, it looked like a white horse. So now every time I see it, I just think white horse first, which is freedom and innocence and purity. But it's not. It's a chick in a white dress with white hair and on a swing. That's it. With a white birch, though. Look up the meaning of white birch. But the desert archetype, it is dog-eat-dog world, the desert, right? It's all about survival. There's nothing else that matters except survival in a desert. You have to find water, you have to find shade during the day, and you have to find heat during the night. Like, it's crazy. The how can I say it? The intense and extreme changes that happen in a desert environment are what makes desert creatures the most resilient on the planet, besides the Arctic ones. Because again, that's also an extreme environment. So you have been put in an extreme environment that has taught you survival and has taught you solitariness, meaning it has taught you how to be independent, how to be alone, how to traverse things without asking somebody else for directions or for help, without even having access to that. Excuse me. So that kind of independence and strength in self is what's going to get you through right now. Because it's interesting that the card that came out with it, and I took it, was home and earth. Being grateful for home. What does home mean to you? Where is your home? Do you feel like you have a home? That song is popping up. I got no roots and my home's never on the ground. Whoever sings that? That song. I got no roots. I can't sing, but you know what I mean, that song. And earth. Are you a starseed going through some... I haven't done a starseed reading on the channel in a while. Maybe it's time. But, yeah, this feels like not being comfortable and being home on earth. And just dealing with earth. Ugh, I get it. Okay? Not earth the planet, earth the people. Yeah, it can be difficult to be grateful for that. For sure. All right, what is this regret about? What is this regret about? Water and creation. The time that you put into creating something, into bringing life to it, and then the peace and the tranquility that you now seek over this regret. Making peace with it. I'm telling you, the first step is to accept it. It happened. Making peace with it. Also emotion, because it's water. And letting go and being in the flow, because it's water archetype. So the water energy reminds us that we can just wash away. I don't know why I want to say wash away the sins. So it feels like a sin. It feels like you did something wrong. Terribly wrong, you know? To the point where you're like, is this going to affect my soul? which is crazy, but that's what I'm feeling. Oh, what is this? I didn't even see this. I must have not picked it up. Richness and marine life. Yeah, I mean, I'll put it back in there, but that's the main aspect of gratitude, right? Is realizing that you are rich. You are abundant. All right. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Okay. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about that first because that's actually really important. The student archetype. You got so many lessons that you're learning that I'm not surprised to see the Page of Pentacles. The student. You are the student in a world where there's a lot of masters and a lot of teachers. It's time to do things differently this week. All right? It's time to really look at things and start to try new ways of doing things. Maybe stuff that you have not thought you could try before. There's a message here with the Page of Pentacles of like, it's okay to learn. It's okay to not know everything, right? It's okay to go into a situation being completely inexperienced. You will gain that experience. You will gain that wisdom if you try something new. There's an opportunity here. There's definitely a chance because it's like, yeah, I'm seeing it with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm literally seeing like Lady Luck. I'm seeing the dice rolling like a casino almost. That's what I'm seeing with this. The roulette table. There's a chance to do something differently this week. I think you're going to come out feeling very satisfied, very happy, very fulfilled. That something changed, finally. That something changed so that you can work through all this. So you ever like get that and then you feel kind of silly? You feel kind of silly that you went through all this emotion and then you're like, okay, it's not that it wasn't that bad because it was that bad, but it's like you feel like you could have handled it a little bit better, which don't do that to yourself because that's going to add more regret to it, right? More shame. So don't do that. The High Priestess is up. She was the first one that popped out. And honestly, I feel like things are going to be revealed to you this week. Like secrets are going to be revealed. Things that have been in the background, things that have been playing behind the scenes are going to be revealed to you. The Queen of Wands. You're in the process of being the Queen of Wands, for sure. You're in the process of learning how to be more confident, how to have a higher self-esteem, how to be more willing to act, how to see something and say, I want it and I'm going to get it. Because this is an Aries card, okay? So it's very straightforward, head first, dive into it. Shoot first, ask questions later, okay? Shoot for the thing, not a person, obviously. Shoot for the thing and get it, and then ask questions later. Try not to think too much. Don't think, and I know you can, Libra, I know you can overthink. Don't think too much, okay? If you want to think too much, then here comes the Virgo energy, which is funny. Make a plan then. Make sure that you have the right resources. You see that he knows that he's off on some kind of hike, and he knows that that's his destination. So he's got a map. He's got a map because he knows that once he goes into the woods, that phone ain't going to do shit. He can't open up Google Maps. He's not going to know where he's going to go. So he's got a physical map to tell him exactly where he needs to go. He's got a compass. He's got all the right tools. He's got enough water. He's got a tent in case he's got to sleep somewhere for the night before he gets to his destination. He's got a first aid kit, great hiking boots, a rain coat if he needs it. Do you get what I'm saying? He's got the right tools, the right resources. You could do that. The more you have that, and I think that's the part of that gratitude card is that you have the right tools, you have the right resources, you got all that. You've got all of that, Libra. So why not use it? Three of Pentacles. You also have some kind of partnership or several partnerships that can be of use to you. Teamwork, collaboration, meeting up with other people, connecting with like-minded people in order to get to whatever this is that you're trying to manifest. Because clearly you're trying to bring something into creation. right? And I know that things are going to change for you. Things are, maybe this is what you needed. Maybe this is the missing ingredient, another person to create this. But something's bound to change, and it's happening this week. That's what this feels like. And you're going to look at it almost like with a fresh set of eyes with this Page of Pentacles. You're going to look at it and be like, you know, this exciting new thing. It's beautiful. Look at what I've done. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it. I'm learning as the student archetype. All right? I hope this helped. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.